Hello everyone, welcome to another one of my London walking videos. I am in the South London today, around the Clapham Common Station area. We have just finished with a meal around the street here and came out, decided to go for a walk around the area, which is what I tend to do a lot these days. I seem to go for a meal and then afterward go for a walk around the area. And why not? It's such a nice day. This is early September, yet it feels a bit like a nice summer's day. Very nice, warm, and weather was absolutely gorgeous. This is Clapham Common Station, and I must say the area has been really nicely done up. And I think that's the same for almost everywhere around London. Everywhere you go, the whole place seems to have been cleaned up and modernised. What's the word? I think gentrification, that's a word, yes. The area has been gentrified, because I think around about 10 to 15 years ago, this area was a bit of a dump, maybe an even no-go area. But nowadays, it's so posh and expensive, like all other places in London, that you can't really afford to live around it. The pavement has been widened, lots of new housing, new development, lots of little cafe, bars, restaurants, given it a very modern, energetic, vibrant feel to it. Lots of people seem to be busy going all over the place. Even the old housing either got cleaned up or a facelift. The whole area feels really nice and pleasant. And on the opposite side there, I think I'm just about to walk past it now, is Clapham Common. Very nice, open kind of park area. So we basically just walked straight down this street until we came to the end of it and thought, oh, where else can we go? Can we just continue walking on? And we decided, yes, we'll just continue walking on towards Battersea Power Station and Battersea Park. So that's what we did. I will leave you to it, enjoy the walk, and I'll catch up with you a bit later on when we get nearer to Battersea Power Station and Battersea Park. Okay, see you then. Oh right, so we have walked through Clapham Common High Street and a bit more, I think. I'm not too sure where we are now, but we are obviously in a very nice, quiet residential area. And this was where we had to decide what should we do. Should we turn around, go back to Clapham Common Station and take the train home, or should we continue? And as the walk was getting interesting and the weather was still very nice, we thought we'd continue, but like, yeah, where to? And luckily the person I was with, she knows this area quite well. Actually, she knows London really well. And she knew that Battersea Power Station is not far from here. So we decided to go there. To do so, we had to turn left or something. Did a bit of a detour around some back street areas to get there. And very luckily, she knows exactly where she's going. And I was just doing the following. In fact, I'm useless with directions. I never know where I'm going. That's why I always have to walk around with someone who knows where they're going, because I just haven't a clue. So don't ever let me take you anywhere, because I would just get you lost. I think that's probably why I decided to do these videos, so that it sort of show me where I'm going and maybe someday jog my memory to show me where I've been. And walking through these old backstreet areas, very nice and interesting. All these are kind of older housing stock. Some of them are even Victorian era, I should think. Very, very old. We walk through some old railway arches and stations, and then finally get to the Battersea area, which is all brand new, totally modern, very high-rise, glassy looking building. An absolute contrast from what you're seeing here. And we should get there, I think from here we'll get to the Battersea Power Station area in about half an hour to 40 minutes. But don't worry, I have edited and quickened, shortened the video so that it will only take you about 5-10 minutes to get there. So I will catch up with you when we get you around there, okay?
Oh, the Northern Line's going to be massive then. Yeah, noisy though. And pollution.
You can't really.
No, I mean living here.
Yeah, this side, but then the other side you've got the rail.
Yeah.
Freehold. And the person who takes us will sell it. I think if they really didn't have much choice.
Alright, so we have now made it down to the Battersea area now, as you can probably tell. We kind of walked past Battersea Park earlier. We'll be going through the park on the way back later. But we are now down here. And one of these bridges, I don't know whether it's this one or the other one just now. I don't know. One of them is Chelsea Bridge, I think. But I haven't a clue which is supposed to be which. As you can see, all these brand new funky buildings here, very high tech and very modern compared to the old housing stock we walked through earlier. Now when I say brand new, I mean it's been building up and been going on for the last 10-20 years, I think. None of this kind of happened overnight. This has been a 20-ish years or more project that's been going on. And around here are the railway arches. These used to be just an old dumping ground kind of thing, but now it's turned into a very highly desirable kind of location. Lots of them has been converted into something like this, very modern and funky high-tech area. We are just now walking towards the power station, but the new American embassy is just also around here. Again, another very modern looking architecture sort of building. You can probably make it out which one it is if you know what the new American embassy looks like. But this entire area has been really regenerated and done up again. All very nicely done and ultra expensive. I really don't know how people can afford it, yet there are a load of people living around here, so obviously some people, well, a lot of people can afford these sort of places. A very nice area because you've got the seafront, the Thames right in front of you. Oh yeah, there you go, that's the Battersea power station. Now it's been going on forever, and you can see it's lots of building work, cranes and all that still standing. It doesn't look like it's even started, but that's because it's been hit by a major financial problem and money sort of problem. But I think that is sorted now, and they are doing it up, and once it's done it's going to be a major artists, entertainment, shopping, a massive kind of district. So this is a really sought after area now. Right, so here's the latest update on the status of the Battersea power station. Still a major work in progress, basically. lots of cranes and building work going on. I don't know if you know the history of it, but in its day, this power station supplies electricity and energy to London. Oh yes, one of the building in the centre there, the square blob in the distant centre there, that's a new American embassy. In fact, it's only just finished and they only just moved in maybe 3 months ago, I think in June. So one of the major swanky new building there is the new American embassy. And back to this power station. So yes, obviously the power station became old and redundant, and then there was a major wrangling on what to do with it. Either to pull it down and build something new in its place, and then someone decided to buy it and turn it into a shopping and entertainment district. Then it took forever more to decide on the design and get the financial for it, until finally they got the go-ahead. And this is an artist's impression of what it would look like when it's finished. So it will be a very nice, well sought after, if it's not already is, area. Half of the, well, most of the work's already done, just waiting for the power station to be finished. Oh yes, and they also lack a tube station. There's no tube station around here. So London Transport is going to extend the Northern Line into this area. Therefore, they are going to get at least 2 new Northern Line tube stations around this area somewhere. When that is done and dusted, then this area would be very well connected and highly sought after, I would imagine, if it not already is. I think it already is. I think a 1-bedroom flat or something already costs around about £1 million or near there, I should imagine. So anyway, we have done with this bit now. We are going back up, walk across the road there into Battersea Park, and then we may our way through Battersea Park and back towards the Clapham Common tube station to get the train home. So here we are, just heading into Battersea Park. I've already done a video on Battersea Park previously, so you might find some similarities if you watch the previous video on it as well. Last time when I went through the park, it was on a really cold winter's day, and half the park was kind of dead because the trees and shrubberies were dying down due to winter. But today, well, the weather was still nice and warm and summery, so things are a bit livelier. At least there are a bit more people today. We went through the Japanese Peace Pagoda, which is just ahead of us there, so that bit would be similar. But otherwise there are lots of other different sections that we went through as well, and overall it's a very nice park, like all the other parks in London. It's very nice and pleasant. We are now coming through to the end of the video. We're just about to finish at the park and just about getting out of it. And it's about time too, because the battery on my mobile phone is just about to go flat as we got out of the park. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.